Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, welcome back to Budget with Ira. My name is Ira and I am on a debt-free journey. I'm on a debt-free journey because I'm an absolute simpleton and I racked up over £13,000 worth of debt. On this channel, I show my debt payoff progress every single week so that me and my boyfriend can achieve our dream of owning our first home together. If you'd like to support me with that dream, please consider subscribing to the channel because every single subscription helps in my journey to making this a side hustle. I post debt and budget related content twice a week. Anyway, in today's video, I am checking in for week 2 of July's budget. This week has been a really strange one for the budget. So I was partway through work on Sunday and as I was saying, I was partway through work on Saturday or Sunday and I got a message from the NHS track and trace app that told me that I needed to self-isolate for 5 days. Apparently I'd come into contact with someone that had a positive test result, which is fine. I had to go home for 5 days, that's absolutely fine. I can work from home for most of it, so I was cool with that. The issue was that I was like, okay, I'm not going to spend very much in petrol and it's all going to be all right and I'm not going to spend much, but then I realised how much food I had at the home and there isn't very many snacks and all I've been wanting to do is just snack and do nothing. I never really got to do that lockdown piece that everybody did because I've been working at a supermarket delivering groceries to people, so where that's been my job, I haven't been stuck at home for a significant amount of time whatsoever. So I've had no food basically. So I've been sending my boyfriend out to get like creature comforts and things like that. Not that 5 days is a long amount of time anyway, but if you haven't got any snacks or anything, it's a bit rubbish. On Thursday, my isolation ended. I got a test, everything was all absolutely fine. So that's all right, but here we are. So if you'd like to see how well my budget went last week, please keep on watching. Let's take a look into my homemade budget planner. So here we are in the budget planner. I made this from scratch and if you want to see how I made this, I'm going to link that in the description. Now normally what I would do is I would have a look at each category in turn. So I'd start with debt, I'd move on to bills and things like that. But today I'm going to do it slightly different. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go through each day and what happened each day because this week was relatively uneventful. After we've laid down all the stickers, what we'll do is we'll have a look at my sheets and we'll do the check-in. Obviously, let me know in the comments if you prefer this style or if you want me to go back to the other style. I'm not fussed either way. I get paid every 4 weeks and my payday is usually the first Friday of the month. So my week will normally run from a Friday to a Thursday. So what we're checking in for today is all my spends from the 9th of July to the 15th of July. On the 9th of July, I put £40 of petrol in my tank. I did a mini groceries trip. It was £4.04 and I think it was, normally those small ones will be like bread or something like that, but this was actually like bean sprouts and some peas I think it was. And for lunch I spent £4.48, which is quite a lot for my lunches. Okay, so moving on to Saturday the 10th, I bought a Red Bull and some sort of breakfast pastry in the morning while I was at work. Then, when I was towards the end of my shift at work, I had a ping from NHS Track and Trace. It told me that I had to isolate for 5 days and I had to go home immediately and stay at home for 5 days. So, I had to do that, and that's why the rest of the week was really uneventful. So when I got home, I realised that I had no snacks or anything like that in the house and I was a bit sad about that. So I sent my boyfriend out with £20 of my spending money to get me some snacks. On the 11th, my boyfriend went grocery shopping. He spent £10.45. What did he buy? He bought some paneer and some spinach and I made a nice curry. But I was feeling sorry for myself at home, so I bought a pizza and got that delivered. So that was £20. I love pizza. On the 12th, my phone bill came out and that was £48.86. Gas and electric came out and that was £120. My boyfriend went grocery shopping again and this was stuff for the week. And then I finally decided what I was going to get for my birthday present to myself, and I decided that I would get an Erin Condren planner. So I will share a video about my experience with that when I get it. I'll do an unboxing and things like that. So that's one to look forward to. But it actually cost me £51.79. So I took £50 from my sinking funds, and that was the birthday one. That it was actually there for that reason, but I didn't really have anywhere for the £1.79 to go for. So that was a unbudgeted spend of £1.79, which I'm not mad at. On the 13th, my overdraft fees came out and they were really low. They were £2.71. It's normally about £10, so that was really low. I was really surprised. If this shows you anything, I should not be at home, because look, I spent £20 on snacks for literally 5 days. Then I spent £20 on pizza, and then I bought a really big expenditure. Yes, it was a birthday present, but like, geez, that was expensive. On the 14th, absolutely nothing happened. I didn't spend anything, no bills came out, I didn't do anything. I just sort of chilled at home, which was nice. On the 15th, I finally came back to work, and my internet bill came out. The bill for my boyfriend's car came out, and that was £249.69. And I spent a little bit for lunch, and it was somebody in my department's retirement. It was their last day, so I came back just in time to see her off, and I put £5 towards a present for her. So that was what my week looked like. Let's move over to the budget. So we were planning for gas and electric to be 120, and it was. We were planning for my phone bill to be £55.12, and it was £48.86. We were planning for the internet to be £27.51, and it was £35.51. So it's sort of gone up about £8. So I need to get in touch with my provider, because that's a significant price hike and I'm not happy about it. So those were the 3 bills out. So far we're doing okay. Everything is either been bang on or just slightly under or over. So I'm pretty comfortable with where we're at. So my boyfriend's car came out, that was £249.69. And my overdraft payment was £2.71. So moving over to the check-in, I've moved the numbers over that we got from week 1 into week 2, and I can tell you already that I didn't add anything in. I hardly ever do that anyway, but I like to have that option just in case. So I'm going to zero out all of this plus symbol. So let's go for spending. Because I had the pizza and because I spent quite a lot on snacks this month, I actually spent quite a lot this week. It was £55.56, which was well over half. I feel pretty comfortable with that because I've got 3 days in work and then I'm on holiday for 2 weeks, so I'm not really going to be doing a lot of personal spend over the next couple days. I'm more going to be spending a bit more social than anything, so I mean it's going to be what it's going to be. So that should leave me with £21.42. It's like I haven't learnt my lesson. So here's my little spending envelope and some coins. In my spending envelope I have £20 and I have 1, 20, 30, 42. Fantastic. Okay, so I shouldn't have spent that much money, but listen, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. It'll be all right. So moving over to groceries. Groceries is a category that we do not do in cash anymore, just because we just move it to a bank account and it just makes life a lot easier for us. It's weird. It's horses for courses. Some things work for some people, some things work for others. Anyway, so we actually spent £87.41. which is more than we would like to, and I spent more than we would like to the week before. I am seriously considering increasing our groceries budget because we just run it too close to the line every single month. Before I do spend more on that, I do need to think about where I can cut that from, but that's a decision for August's budget. We have $41.88 left, and I can confirm that is how much is in the account. Petrol is still card-based, and that's the right decision for me. We move it into a separate account. Eventually, what I would like to do is when I am credit card debt free, I would like to use my credit card only for petrol spends and pay it off that very month. So the money will always be there for it. I just want to show that I can use a credit card responsibly, because obviously my end goal is to buy a house. That makes sense for me. Petrol, I spent £40, which should leave me with £30, which is correct. So social, obviously I didn't leave the house, so I couldn't spend anything. We don't spend social unless we are doing something as a couple as well. So there were no spends to social. So I should still have £60 left. Here is the social envelope. And there is 20, 40, 60. That's good, my boyfriend hasn't stolen from it. For unbudgeted, there was just that one unbudgeted spend of £1.79. which leaves me now at $28.38. So if you remember from my budget, I left myself a £30 buffer, so we are right at the line. Okay, let's get some numbers down. So I spent last week $184.76. That is ludicrous. It's actually quite illuminating once you get it all together. That is a lot of money, but so far it's all planned. I have left over for the rest of this month $153.30. So I have 2 more days at work, so I'm going to spend about £10 of my spending money, like tops, on lunch, which will leave me like £11 for 2 weeks. Not the end of the world. I'm not really going to be leaving the house very much because there's not really much to do. Groceries, that might be tight, but we've got quite a lot of food in the house now, so it's okay. Petrol, I have quite a lot in the tank, so I likely will move that into groceries, to be honest. And social, we have £60 left. We have something planned for next week because my birthday is at the start of July. My boyfriend's birthday is the end of July, and we've got a very close friend whose birthday is in the middle of July. And we tend to celebrate towards the middle for the 3 of us. Let's move these numbers over from week 2 into week 3. That's us all checked in. Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. I genuinely appreciate when you do that. I also appreciate it when you like, comment and subscribe to my channel, because that also makes a huge difference, and thank you so much if you have already. I've got some really exciting videos planned, and I've done a really nice content calendar. So hopefully you'll start to see 3 videos a week. I can't promise that, but I know I definitely do at least 2 videos a week. But if you'd like to get an alert the very second that I post one, please consider ringing that notification bell, because it'll let you know the second that they come up. I have nothing else to say, so until next week guys, gals and non-binary pals, thank you so much for watching. Bye!